All right, welcome everybody to Algonquin College's virtual information session. My name is Eric France and I represent Algonquin College's student recruitment department. And today I'm going to be talking all about Algonquin College, our campuses, our programs, our services, as well as a little bit about student life at college itself. So without further ado, once again, this is our virtual information session on Algonquin College. So at Algonquin, we have over 300 programs across 3 campuses. Now these programs come in a couple different delivery methods. They could be full-time, part-time, online, or on campus. Now we're what's called a Polytechnic Institute, which means we offer multiple levels of credentials. So our programs could be 1-year certificates, 2-year diplomas, 3-year advanced diplomas, as well as 4-year degrees. Now we also host apprenticeships at Algonquin College. However, the process is a little bit different. First, you must be taken on as an apprentice, and then you can opt to do the educational component of your training using Algonquin's facilities. Now, for our other programs, advanced diplomas, certificates, those can be applied into with U, M, or C level credits. However, our degrees, you will need to have M or U level credits. So as I mentioned, we have 3 campuses at Algonquin College, with our main campus being in Ottawa, so right there in the nation's capital. So we have about 19,000 students at our Ottawa campus, making for a little city within the city there in Ottawa. About an hour and a half northwest, we have our Waterfront Campus located in Pembroke with 1,000 students studying there. And then about an hour west of Ottawa, we have our Heritage Institute located in beautiful Perth, which is home to about 250 students. And that's where we're going to start things off today. So our Perth campus is located in beautiful historic Perth. It's a great place to get a high quality education with all the benefits of small town living. Now we've got a couple of specialized programs hosted out of our Perth campus. First one I'd like to touch on is our Heritage Trades, Carpentry and Joinery program. So the town of Perth itself is a very historic town, and there's lots of what's called landmark designated architecture right there in the town of Perth, making it the perfect place for programs of study like Heritage Trades. So it gives our students the opportunity for a lot of hands-on experience right there in the town of Perth. Students in that program get about 1,000 hours of hands-on experience, again, making use of the history, the deep history found in Perth. We also have other unique programs like our Business of Agriculture Diploma. So this is for students who are interested in learning more about the business side of running a farming operation. Also out of the Perth campus, we have what are called condensed diplomas. So for programs like police foundations or early childhood education, at our Ottawa campus, these would be 2 full-year programs. So you would start in September, go until April, summer off, September to April, graduate. However, at our Perth campus, programs like police foundations and early childhood education are condensed down to 42 weeks. So if you were starting in September, you'd be finished in August and then ready to enter the workforce. So you are actually entering the workforce about 8 months sooner by taking one of these condensed diplomas. Now, we don't have a residence at our Perth campus. However, there's plenty of affordable local housing available within walking distance of the campus. And we have support services that will help you find these leases, interact with landlords, and just really help ease that transition into living on your own. Next up, we have our Waterfront Campus located in Pembroke. So really a truly beautiful campus. You can see here, it's located right on the Ottawa River, and it's in close proximity to Algonquin National Park. So this campus is where we host a lot of our environmental science or outdoor adventure programs that really can make use of the environment around us. So we've got programs in business, health and community, computer systems, police foundations, sports and recreation. So we've got 2 really cool programs at the Perth campus, Outdoor Adventure and Outdoor Adventure Naturalist. So if you're a student looking at leading outdoor adventure sports, things like rock climbing expeditions or hiking expeditions, these are really cool programs for you where you're spending the majority of your time out in nature. Same with our environmental science programs. These are programs where, again, you're spending about 50% of your time out in nature collecting those samples and then bringing them back into the lab for analysis. So a really nice break from the traditional in-class experience, as again, we're really focusing on the hands-on training that would be found in these environmental science industries. Now, we do have 3 privately owned residences within walking distance of the campus. So privately owned means that they are not owned by Algonquin College. However, it is only Algonquin College students that are living in those residence buildings. So there's a couple different living arrangements. You can have your own bedroom with a shared bathroom with all your floor mates, your own bedroom with a bathroom right there in the unit, or more of an apartment style living. So there would be 2 rooms, a kitchen, living room, and a bathroom all there in the self-contained unit. And that brings us to our Ottawa campus. So our Ottawa campus is our main campus. We have about 250 programs running out of the Ottawa campus, everything from animation to aviation. So lots going on there. Now we do have a residence available right there on site at our Ottawa campus. We'll be touching on that in the next slide. And one other thing I'd like to mention is that all of our full-time learners get a U-Pass. So it's a public transit pass here in Ottawa. Our Ottawa campus is right beside Baseline Station, which is a major transit hub here in Ottawa. So it makes it very easy to get to and from campus if you're not living in residence, as well as makes it very convenient to get to and from your placements that might be off campus. So as I mentioned, we do have our residence building right here on campus. So I can't really beat the commute to class from residence, only about a 2 or 3 minute walk to any of the buildings. So there's 525 two-bedroom rooms, so 1,050 learners living in residence. And all of our learners get their own bedroom and then a shared kitchenette bathroom with one other student. So the only person with access to your room is you. And then again, you share those common areas, the bathroom, washroom with one other person. Now, if you have a friend who's coming to Algonquin with you and you'd like to live with that person, you do have the opportunity to opt to live with that person. Otherwise, the way it works is we'll get you to fill out a personality profile. So saying things like, I'm a morning person, or God, no, I'm not a morning person. And we'll try and match you up with people who share a similar lifestyle and schedule to yourself. And the way it works is we'll put you in a group chat with those individuals who have met the criteria, and you have a chance to talk with them for a little bit. So a lot of input on who you're going to be living with in residence. Now, residence is it's a really social environment, a great way to meet people from outside of your program of study. There is game rooms there. Sorry, the slide just changed there. Game rooms, we've got a theater room, a fitness facility. It's all built around this really beautiful courtyard with basketball courts, volleyball pits, barbecue areas. And as well, it's a very safe place. So there are RAs on each floor. We've got counseling services right there in the residence, as well as 24-hour security. And on the screen in front of me, you can see our front desk. That front desk is manned 24/7. So unless you have a key card, you will not be getting access to the residence building. So next up, I'd like to touch on student life at Algonquin College. So one of the things that we place a very high importance on is helping our learners find that balance between student and academic life. And our student association is there to do just that. So they put on a ton of amazing activities right there on campus. Things like archery tag, as you'll see on the screen right now. So that's dodgeball with a bow and arrow. It's pretty cool. We've also got our Algonquin Commons Theater right there on campus, as you can see on the slide now. So this hosts about 750 people, meaning we get some really cool acts that come through the campus. So musical acts, TED Talks, public speakers, and all of these offerings are open to our students at a discounted rate. So all through the Student Association, we have a ton of volunteering opportunities, both on and off campus. And one of the things we do at Algonquin is we track all of your volunteer experience on what's called a co-curricular transcript. So when it comes time to start your job hunt, this is a really nice document to provide to employers to make yourself a more marketable candidate for employment, as it will show them stuff that you were doing outside of the classroom and allow them to learn a little bit more about who you are as a person and where your interests lie. We also have over 130 clubs and communities right there on campus. Now, if there's one we're missing, you have the opportunity to get yourself plus 9 other full-time students to sign up for your club, and it will actually be promoted and funded right there on campus by the Student Association. So great way to meet like-minded students, have some fun on campus, and leave your mark for future generations of learners. So here we have our current fitness facility. So this is right there on campus. We've got free weight as well as machine areas, fitness areas, places to stretch. We also at Algonquin College have a number of varsity sports teams. So at our Ottawa campus, we have 4 main varsity teams: basketball, rugby, volleyball, and soccer. And then out of our Pembroke campus, we have our Lager sports teams. Now our varsity athletes are eligible for scholarships of up to $1,500 per semester. And that's based off academic achievement. So if you keep an 80 average or above, you are allotted the full $1,500 per semester. And one thing I'd like to mention too is that's $1,500 per semester. So if you're in a 2-semester sport like basketball or volleyball, then you would be eligible for that amount each semester you're participating on the sports teams. Now, if you're interested in varsity sports, I would recommend reaching out to the coaches a couple of weeks before the start of the school year, as some of these tryouts may kick off, first thing right off the get-go in September. So you will want to be reaching out to some of those coaches ahead of time just to ensure you don't miss out on any of the tryouts. Now, again, these are varsity sports teams, so there's tryouts, they're cuts, they're quite competitive. If you're looking to just have a little bit of fun, play some sports with your friends, we have a ton of intramural opportunities for you that fall outside of these 5 major sports. And again, these aren't competitive, so they're open to everybody who would like to participate. Now, before I was kind of foreshadowing, and this is what I was foreshadowing too. So coming in fall 2021, we are very excited to announce the opening of our new Athletics and Recreation Center, otherwise known as ARC. So we're going to have 2 brand new gyms in there. We've got an outdoor fresh air fitness courtyard for CrossFit, an indoor track. There's bowling lanes, rock climbing walls, virtual golf simulators. So that's where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time on campus. So again, that's going to be opening up in fall 2021. And we're really excited about our new Athletics and Recreation Center right there on campus. So another thing that we place a very high importance on at Algonquin College is ensuring that all of our learners feel supported all the way through their academic journey. And we have a ton of support services on campus to do just this. Centers like our Center for Accessible Learning, or CAL, who provides academic accommodations to students who may have an IEP, a visible or non-visible disability. We've also got counseling services, both personal and academic. So whether something's going on inside or outside of the classroom, there's somebody for you to talk to at no extra cost. We do have a full health services clinic right there on campus. So you can make an appointment or you can drop in to see a school nurse. We also have a 24-hour mental health specialist available on demand through the health services. Now, one other thing I'd like to touch on today would be our employment support services. This is a really handy resource on campus, especially when you're in that final semester and it's getting close to time to graduate and start that job hunt. You can go sit down with somebody in employment support and they will help you write your resume, tailor your cover letter. They'll do mock interviews with you, teach you to use job search sites like Monster, Indeed, or ZipRecruiter. So I highly recommend everybody take advantage of employment support, especially in that final semester. It's at no cost. And actually, this service is available to you as an alumni. So after you've graduated from Algonquin College, let's say you're making a career change or looking for a new job, you can come back, sit down with employment support. And again, they'll do all those same services with you, tailoring the cover letter, writing your resume at no cost because you are an alumni of Algonquin College. Okay, now at Algonquin, we offer co-ops in a number of our programs. Now these could be optional or mandatory depending on the level of program that you're taking. So in our degree offerings, you'll find mandatory co-ops, so co-ops that must be completed in order to graduate. And in diplomas, you'll have the opportunity to apply either into the co-op or non-co-op option. Now, there are a ton of advantages to taking a co-op work term. The first being that it is work experience. So while you're in that program, you are gaining that valuable work experience right there within your industry. Another big benefit is these are paid work terms. So on average, a student makes about $7,000 to $10,000 in a co-op placement. And it also provides a ton of networking opportunities. So you're out there working within your industry, being recognized by potential future employers. So great opportunity to get yourself noticed. And as well, every year we have a ton of our students that are hired directly out of that co-op placement. So tons of advantages, experience, better opportunity for employment, as well as you're making some money to decrease the costs of your post-secondary education. Now, we have what are called articulations. And basically what articulations are pathways between related areas of study. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of what these articulations could look like. They could be between Algonquin programs, so internal articulations, or partnerships that we've created with other educational institutions. So the first one I'm going to show you is a pathway out of our 3-year Business Administration Advanced Diploma. So after students finish up the 3-year Business Admin Diploma, Advanced Diploma at Algonquin College, they have the opportunity to bridge right into that 4th and final year of a Bachelor of Commerce from Nipissing University. Now, students would actually stay in Ottawa to write that final 4th year. But what you're looking at here is within a 4-year window, you're getting a 3-year Advanced Diploma as well as a 4-year Bachelor of Commerce. So you're really getting a well-rounded education, getting experience from the college learning style, which is a little bit more hands-on, as well as being exposed to the university learning style, which is a little bit more theory-heavy. So it makes for a really well-rounded education. as well as for the first 3 years of your Bachelor of Commerce, you are paying diploma pricing. So just a general rule of thumb, diplomas are about half price of a degree. So this results in some serious cost savings, as well as, you're stacking 7 years worth of credentials in just 4 years. I'll give you another example here. So this would be a 2-and-2 pathway. So students who graduate out of our outdoor adventure program out of the Pembroke campus, they can bridge directly into the 3rd year of a Bachelor of Tourism Management from Thompson River. Now this is out in Kelowna, but there is way less pretty places to study. We'll just say that. So again, excellent opportunity to get a well-rounded education, as well as, let's say you're a student who may not have the 6 university level credits needed to apply directly into a bachelor's degree. This pathway allows you to still, within that 4-year window, start at college, bridge into university, and get that final, that bachelor's degree. So again, if you're a student who doesn't have the U-level courses needed, these pathways are an excellent opportunity to reach your goal if your goal is to have a degree at the end of it. Now, these don't have to be done consecutively. You can take up to a 5-year window between, say, the 2-year diploma and entering into the 3rd year of the degree. So this allows students to go and gain some insight into their industry, work for a little bit, figure out what their end goals are in that industry and what the required education is. So if you find out that the position you have in mind does require a bachelor's degree, well then here, this easily allows you to re-enter into education and pick up where you left off. So these are called articulation agreements, and Algonquin College has over 800 of these agreements with institutions across Ontario, across the country, as well as internationally as far as Ireland and Australia. So really a great way to make the most of your education. So at this point, you've already had a lot of information sent your way. So I'm going to kind of go over what some of the next steps you might want to be aware of are. So first things first, you're going to want to find your program. So if you go onto our website, you can search through our credentials search through our programs by credential, by length of the program, or by campus. And on the program pages, you're going to find some very useful information. So the second step there is visit an AC program page. On that page, you're going to find the careers and pathways available to you. You'll find a list of every course you're going to be taking semester by semester, which gives you a really good ability to make sure that the program matches your interest and that the progression of the course is as you expected. Also, take a tour. So we do tours at Algonquin College Monday through Saturday all throughout the year. So yeah, you please come and check out our campus, see what there is to see. We always make the analogy that you wouldn't buy a car without test driving it, and we really recommend you keep that same mind state when it comes to your post-secondary education. Now, we do have open houses running in the fall, the winter, and the spring at all of our campuses. So you'll definitely want to try, if you have the opportunity, to come and check out one of our open houses, as we're going to have representatives from all of our different programs and support services available for you to talk to. So that concludes our virtual information session on Algonquin College. I'd just like to take this moment to thank you for your time and for your interest in the college. This is my contact information here, so if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be more than happy to do my best to answer those for you and let you know more about Algonquin College, our services, our support, and Ottawa as a whole. So once again, thank you so much for your time. Take good care.